That please, before we start the hookup, can you at least state the specifications or the qualifications or the requirements of each candidate coming up? So if I come, you should ask me what I'm looking for, what I want, because the caliber of people, I'm sorry, that are coming to your DM for me, it's not adding up. Just as how you're saying now, Olosho, now they want guys that have cars. Well, I'm not saying I'm Olosho, I'm not an Olosho, but I'm a hardworking young lady, and I want someone to be up to par. I'm not asking for too much.
See the kind of people, the way they come through. But Samaria got some good ones. So Samaria, I think, was lucky. She got some good guys, some clean guys.
Okay.
I think one worked in oil and gas. The one I really want to find husband for is Cheesy.
Who's that?
You get one girl where they come this my life. Her name is Cheesy. I define husband for her. Cheesy, you day here today? No. If by this year Cheesy never get husband, I don't feel happy. Let me find Cheesy whether she's around. Make I look for her trouble. Cheesy. So tell me, what are your thoughts
on? I'm sorry, I just joined the line.
Okay. A lady wrote me a letter, and in summary, because like I said, I'm not going to stay long. The lady wrote a letter, and in summary, her brother married a street Olosho, and she claims they're happy in marriage. What are your thoughts?
Everyone has a past.
Yeah.
No one is a saint.
That's the Cheesy that I want to look for husband for. That's the Cheesy.
Hi, Audrey, babe. Hi.
Hi.
Turn your lights, girl. You were the fine husband for. I must find husband for you.
Sorry, I'm taking.
No. We are sacking the person that took you.
No way.
We want to see the face of the person that took you. Oh yeah, show us
his face is a faceless person.
No
go cast him.
He's not on Instagram.
I know this guy thing.
He's not on Instagram.
3 different guys they watch this Instagram live, believing saying at them.
No, he's not on Instagram. He's not even on Instagram. He doesn't do social media. So that's why I get privileged to the flex of social media. You don't understand. If you go my page, you don't see anything, no traces, nothing. It's office
and that blessing. Say Cheesy go explain tire. So yeah. The question is,
it's not here.
Okay. The question is, my brother, not me, but the lady who wrote, said her brother married a street Olosho and they're happy. And I didn't read the whole letter, but that just caught me. And I'm like, can you really be happy with someone who was selling her body? And then I thought about it. I'm like, me as a guy, probably the only difference between me and that Olosho is maybe she had double my body count. Well, I'm not a saint, and I feel entitled to believe that what I did was okay when I was young. I could chase whoever I wanted to. You understand? I worked in the media, and the media is a huge knack fest. You understand? Most of the people I worked with were sleeping with other people in the office or sleeping with other people outside. Our guys that were married all had girlfriends, or many of them had girlfriends, even the ones that were forming religious. You know? So I think men live in an entitled world. Yes, they say it's a man's world, but is it really a man's world, or it's an entitled world where men feel they can access or own anything they like? And if a woman dares to do half as much as they did, the woman becomes a devil. What is your take on this?
Okay, who wants to go? Does she want to go first?
You first.
Okay. It's something we've been experiencing in our generation, of course, that I will speak for. Like I said, no one is a saint. Everyone has a past. And the men that actually look down on women that have multiple body counts or are considered Olosho and say they're not worthy of getting married, that's a blatant lie, because guess what? Majority of these Oloshos or these bad girls, they get married quicker before good girls do. So what's going on? There's a disconnect there. That's one. Two, the men can go, like what Daddy Free said, men will go ahead and knock plethora of girls, many girls, and it boosts their resume, their ego. It's okay for them. But if we do the same thing, of course, we're labeled as a Olosho or as a girl that just frequents every guy's bed. But that's not what it is. What about the ones that actually have good intentions, but they're just meeting F boys, for me not to say the word? So they say it's a man's world. That's what we're living in. And that's why a lot of us that are in our 30s now, majority of us are single. If you go on Hinge, or if you do like a poll to see the demographics for the amount of women that are single on Hinge, on dating apps, on Instagram, on Facebook, it's ladies from 30s ranging to 45 that are single. It's sad, but that's what is going on right now, Daddy Freeze. Why in a tight fix, especially now when we're cultured. There are some of us like myself, I only can date Niger men, right? So what does that leave me to? Or what does that leave us to?
Someone says you single, K. Are you really single?
I am single. I'm single, and it should not be like a bad thing or a curse or negative. No, I'm single. I'm okay. I'm taking my time. I'm building myself. I'm building my career. I'm working on myself as a woman. So whoever I end up dating or settling with, we know he's not dating a liability. He's dating a woman that has her own stuff gathered together. So that's the point I'm in my life. So.
And I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. And I agree. I said I'm with you 100%. And I agree with you on that. And let's talk about this body count thing. Does a man's body count mean anything to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me personally, but it shouldn't be outrageous. Like I've heard someone said he was like, what, 35? And he said he's been with over 400 women. I'm like, how? 400 women. So if I do the math, that doesn't sit well with me, but he was being honest. And again, we're adults. There's certain age you shouldn't be asking questions. Another adult for their body counts. Like, what is that? It's like a man coming to me and asking me, oh, what's your body count? I'm sorry, what? Did I tell you I was a virgin? I'm sorry, did I tell you I was a V? That's disrespectful and rude. So there are certain ages and certain stage in life that certain questions should not even come out of a man's mouth. My past is my past. Not saying that.
No, let me ask you a question. Do you share your past with your man? Do you tell him
I used to do this, but I heard that it's a no-no. Stop doing that.
Why?
I don't anymore. Don't ask me. I'm not gonna ask you about your past. Don't ask me about my own past. It's a past for a reason. Because a lot of men will say, oh, they're not gonna hold it against you, but later on it comes out of their mouth in a heated conversation. They're bringing it up, hitting you below where it hurts, saying, oh, that's why Oba Tunde soon. That's why Oba Shola soon. No, keep your past to yourself. As long as it's not like vital information. It's not, oh, my past, oh, I slept with that person, I slept with that. No, what is that? So that's what I think. Don't ask me about my body count. That's rude.
Just hold on. Let me bring one more person. And then, like I said, we're going to call it a day because I really don't want to stay too long because I'm exhausted. I'm bringing some other person right now.
Okay.
Ada Blessing, you are still in the office. What are you doing in the office at this time?
No, I'm home. I was working out.
Okay, girl.
Ada, you learn how to drive in the middle of the night. You walk out in the middle of the night. When are you going to stop this witchcraft?
I think I am a night person. I've come to terms with that.
Of course, that's when you attend your meetings normally. So
yeah, I was just...
I'm listening to you. Tell me.
Which of the question?
Is it okay for a man to marry a former street Olosho?
Yes, whatever he finds peace, whatever. The truth is, yeah. I mean, most Nigerian women, we lie a lot. We like to lie. If every Nigerian woman would open up and tell people or tell the person they're with the truth, almost last, that's
About
at this
what?
time.
I'm sorry.
I said most.
Wait, but
You know
tell the truth about what exactly?
about how many persons they've gone down with.
I'm sorry.
Then
Why is that information his business?
no, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Sorry,
people
go ahead.
should. Yeah, people should. But I'm just saying that if people get to open up to men about how many people they've been with, some men will realize that even the church girl they are ending with, or once upon a time have been. Gone are the days where people keep this V of a thing sacred. Yeah, these days people just see it as something casual. You meet someone today, you guys have a tiny connect, and the next thing, things are going down. They don't even count it as a big deal anymore. So most women have their numbers. How do you even call it? Their mileage. Their mileage has increased. Yeah, but just because they were not caught standing on the street, they also get involved in conversation like this and point fingers. All I'm trying to say is no one is holy. Yeah, an average Nigerian woman who is 20, 25 has been with over 15 people. And what do you want to call that? And there are some street people that only ended up with 10 people and they got the particular amount of money they were looking for and they stopped. So, whatever you find peace.
I doubt if you be on the street and you do 20 people, you probably do 20 people at night.
Well, I've never been there, so I don't know.
All right, I want to bring a guy into this conversation. I don't want to stay long, but I've sent Femi Aderogba a request. Somebody saying 15, wow. Why do women like to lie? Like 15 is wow. The average girl, by the time she's 25, 26, she don't do like 20, 30 guys. Make sure I know they lie. What is 15 is too much. 15 is what you did last year. They mentioned the year before and the year before. We are looking at 50.
And some people, it's not a deliberate act. Some of them, just like what you said, they'll be meeting Ed boys. You meet Tunde, first 2 months. Tunde is a piece of trash. What do? You move over to Femi. If Femi is not it, you move to Adeshola. You move to Shegun. You move...
But you to take break, but you understand now, we have to keep going. It's life. Like, do you want me to cry and be mellowing and hurt? No, I have to move on.
All right, we've got somebody here. First of all, bros, why is your camera so... This Android, which day you go buy iPhone, brother? Which day
Nice one. No, I think my phone fell, actually. That's what happened. So
how come these
my
girls
son...
their own phone no fall?
Well, my son actually made my phone fall. So
okay, let's hear your opinion.
So what I wanted to say really was, in fact, I was trying to dodge this topic. I believe you're talking about body count, right? Or something like that. Yeah. So for me, I just want to give you a brief preamble on something that before I got married, I got to a point where as a single guy, I stayed away from ladies, you understand, to discover myself. And after a while, for probably like a year, I realized that I was always looking for one very fine girl that had everything, like body and all that, no body count and all that. And I realized I would never find that. In the process, I've met different
body count.
That's gross.
You know now. The finer the girl, the higher the body count. Anyway, let me hear you.
Wow.
Not in all cases.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You will live long. That if it's you two, you will live long.
See how dear he's looking at you.
So basically, what happened was I met someone before I got married, and I realized the person was actually into, she had a high body count, and I found myself falling in love with this person, and I never knew that such a thing could happen. And at that point in time, I now realized that, I was mature enough to actually handle whatever information she gives to me. And that was one of the building blocks of when I chose to get married. Like, we decided to say these things to each other. Oh, okay, this has happened. This was my past. This was my past. So nothing surprises us any longer. Even if somebody comes 10 years down the line, such things will just make us laugh when we hear, oh, I've been with this person or I've been with that person. So really, I just feel it's something that people should say. Yeah. Now, it's not everyone that has the temperament to handle that information, but those who can handle it, trust me, it means they are mature enough to actually go into a long-term relationship.
Now, the sad thing is you can't necessarily tell who will be able to handle such information. Take, for instance, my ex.
So somebody says you married her. Is that the girl you married?
What do you consign this?
No.
Why?
My wife is...
Of course, you want to protect your wife. But let me ask you, why didn't you marry this girl that had a high body count?
So it was my fault. Okay, so she had something else. She had another issue. It was actually anger. She had anger issues. So that was really the reason. And when she was angry, she couldn't control herself. And I realized I was going to have difficulty managing that with bringing her into my family. And even I myself couldn't handle it. So that was why. Not because
an anger problem. You have married her.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Because I feel like when you get to that point, I feel like when you get to that point.
Sorry, I also hear fine girls have anger issue as well. Is that true?
Yes, because
that's a
they
myth.
get away with a lot of things.
That's a myth.
That's a myth, right?
Yeah.
Many of them have anger issues and many other defects.
But have you been with many of them?
Yes, now. The worst one, an ugly girl with the anger issue. That one I don't currently understand. It be like frog where they born without laying eggs. At least you go one chop egg now. Which one be frog we no get egg? This your house, fine, no you. Now house you there, where you there?
Yeah, his house.
That's your house.
Daddy Freeze, one live, please.
Huh?
One live video. Okay.
Nobody is going to come and rob you. Calm down.
It's not even about that. Oh God.
Your house is very nice. Where do you stay? New York or ATL?
No, Atlanta.
Okay. Anyway, guys, that's what I just brought us here for today. I said I wasn't going to waste anybody's time, so let me be going. We're going to talk more about this body count, and it's going to it's going to dominate the space next week. I want us to be honest with each other and share the truth. So I wouldn't, for instance, want to know about the 50 men that Ada has been with. Because our body count, Ada is not my business. I'm telling you, your body count is not my business.
Boss, just one.
That's what they all say. I've been with just one. Ojutu will tell you it's two.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
2.5.
anything a woman tells you, multiply it by 10 and square the results. Then you got a true body count.
No.
So if man say it's 4, multiply it by 10, that's 40. Square it, 160. That's her real body count.
But
just try
bring
it.
a yelala, bring anything.
That is not
mind, though. If you see a yelala, if you swear on top of yelala.
Of course.
You know, see person when they give ministerial role today, when they waka, they call Jesus, they do Robuto, Rabata, Riskirivis, Karaba. Inside this our election, when me and you know, say, and that was the election. One pastor that does what God cannot do does not exist. Said angels were watching the election. You know, go better for religion religion for this life. But anyway, that's as far as we can go. Thank you all so much. Oju, you're looking fine.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to go in hard, and I'm
So
finding you a
beautiful.
husband. Ada too, I must find husband for Ada.
Yeah.
She say she don't get husband. I no agree. I go
I
find
have a
husband for a
secret
better husband.
history.
Ezekiel, okay.
Would you continue what you're saying?
It was Ezekiel's
Yeah.
birthday today, or it is Ezekiel's birthday. Happy birthday, Ezekiel. God bless you. I'm going to come on tomorrow, God willing. Oju, I'm going to call you during the day. Let's catch up. Ada, I'm going to call you too. Let's
No problem.
catch up. Brother me, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Everybody watching on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Make it no vex. I don't tire today. We will see very soon. Ada, go back to your workouts. Oh yeah, go and work out.
Definitely.
Work out.
Definitely.
Bye.
Again, tell me fat. I'm trying to